Hi, welcome, Simon here. If your MacBook Air looks something like this with all the pixelated lines, cracked screen, this video is going to walk you through from start to finish on how to get the screen replacement. You do need to buy the screen replacement here. I'll link it down in the description below where you can find them on Amazon or eBay. One of these probably costs you about, at the time of the video, it runs about $250. Because of the inflation has gone up, the tariffs and whatnot, price has gone up. Anyway, for $250 with the tools, you'll get your screen repaired in about half an hour. All right, so the first thing to do is to press and hold the power button until the screen shuts off. We need to remove the screws. They will be using a pentalobe screw here. So I need to get a pentalobe P5 screwdriver and remove all the screws. Keep in mind the screws are not the same. So when you remove them, do not mix match the screws. Arrange them accordingly so that you know how to put them back together after. When you replace the screen and remove the back cover, if you notice that the CPU fan is dirty, this is the time where you can get a brush to kind of dust it off and use the opportunity to clean out the fan. All right, once you have removed all the screws, the next step is to go ahead and open up the back cover. All I'm doing is get my fingernail in between the gap and just kind of pop it open. Because there are two clippers right here in the middle. The two clipper right here that clips onto the computer, so you need to pry it and pop it open. The next step is to disconnect the battery. There's a little clipper right here. You need to open up the clipper first and gently pull that connector away from you. I'll be using a pentalobe P5. Torque T5, not pentalobe. It's a Torque T5. 1, 2. Wait, what am I doing now? Yeah, T5 screw right here. 1, 2. 3 and 4. And there are 2 screws here in the middle, which is holding down the LCD board. So we need to remove that, the 2 black screws. Using a Torque T3, remove the 2 screws and the bracket. This bracket right here is holding down the LCD connector. I'm using my fingernail to go underneath and pop it open. Using the Torque T3 again, remove that 1 screw and the bracket, which is for the Wi-Fi. Get the plastic prying tool underneath the 2 Wi-Fi cable and just pry it open. At this point here, you can see that the LCD board is free and loose. Now we just have to remove this Wi-Fi antenna. Now the Wi-Fi antenna has adhesive glue onto it, the tape holding it down. You do have to kind of pry it open a little bit. I like to do the wiggle thing. Kind of try one corner, come back here and try the other corner. Okay, at this point, just be gently go out and lift it up. The next step is to get a torque T8. Torque T8 is to remove the hinge, the 3 screws on the top right corner, and 3 screws on the top left corner. Okay, go ahead and open up the LCD screen. And here you want to slide out the hinge and do the same on the other side. And the hinge would just come right off. The entire screen would just come right off. This is the keyboard. Get the new screen here. I'll be sticking the torque T8 screwdriver in between that little hole and kind of peel the hinge back. I need it to be open in order for me to slide it into the laptop. Holding the laptop thing, and you want the LCD board to be sitting above the computer, okay? So sit it above on top of that, and now you can slide the hinge back in. So once the hinge is in on one side, come back around, slide it in. Double check the LCD cable, making sure it's not pinched, it's loose and free. Now you want to get one of the torque T8 screw. You want to put it in so that it can close the screen and finish up the repair. So get one of the screw, screwed it in. Okay, once it's in, go ahead and close the screen gently. And finish up the rest of the screws that is holding down the LCD screen, the 2 more screws on the top right corner. Just a quick reminder, if you're not sure where to buy the screen, just check the link down description below. I'll link it directly to Amazon or eBay, where you can find a screen replacement. Hopefully by the time you watch the video, the price has dropped. It doesn't cost as much as $250 at this point. Now you want to make sure the LCD board is in between that Wi-Fi. And now you want to sit the Wi-Fi rack in the center. Make sure the cable is free. Pressing it down, folding the LCD board here, holding it down as well. I'm going to use a torque T5. The 2 black screw right here in the middle. Two screws holding down the Wi-Fi antenna. Starting from the very far right, second screw on the right side, on the left, and last screw here at the very end of the Wi-Fi antenna. Once it's in, go ahead and close it down. This cable here, kind of like this connector here, is just like a Lego. It's snapped right back to the LCD screen. Make sure you sit flush. You don't have to force it in, but make sure that it's flush. Get a Torque T3. The two tiny little screw. Take your time to screw them back together. Now, if you notice one thing, the new screen does not come with the bracket that is holding down the other two flex cable. This flex cable on the left, the flex cable on the right, it is not holding down. So what I'll do is I'll be transferring the bracket here from the old screen. Not a big deal. If they don't come with it, you just have to transfer it back from the original screen over to the new screen. It's just to secure the flex cable nicely. Okay, once it's all in, reconnect the Wi-Fi connector. They're kind of like two circles, one at the bottom and one on the connector. You just have to match the circle that goes on top and it sits right on top of each other. Do not force, because when you force and you bend the connector, you're in trouble. Especially the one on the motherboard side of it, because it is really hard to make the circle. All right, now once it's done, make sure that the clipper is open and you want to slide it in. So kind of like go in, butt in first and then the top. So this is the connector, you butt in, close the top and the clipper. So butt in, close the one on the top, and then fold the clipper back. That's it. Get the cover. Press in the middle for the clipper to go in. And finish the rest of the screw here. And just a quick reminder, if you have any question, please visit the website. Or you can comment down in the description below here on YouTube. I do read the comment and I'll try to answer your question. And if you find this video is helpful and it saves you some money, please give me a like, smash the like button. And if you feel generous and want to share your generosity, you can click on YouTube Super Thanks, which allow you to share your gratitude, do some donation, support my work, my channel, and my video. I thank you in advance for doing that, and I really appreciate it. Now, once that is done, do not forget, you need to have your charger ready. Make sure your charger is plugged in, because for the very first time it needs to have the charger to turn on the screen. I'm going to cover up the screen a little bit because I do not want to expose clients' pictures or anything here. But there you go. We have the screen. You can see that the screen is online. There's no cracked screen. It's kind of hard for you to see it, but it says April 1st, 12 o'clock. So we just have to reset the clock. But other than that, the screen is good. I can press the shutdown button here and shut it down. All right, thanks for watching. Until next time, please take care and bye now.